Welcome everyone to Season 1, Episode 1 of our brand new show, our brand new series, Sound Off, where I'll be listening to music ranging from local artists to larger acts state to state. On this episode, we'll be tuning in and taking a closer look at artist Yotam Ben-Horin. So for those who do not know, Yotam is an Israeli punk artist from Haifa, Israel. Discovered by Chris Rowe of the Ataris. You know that band who got really big for absolutely no reason because of their cover song Boys of Summer, even though they did that literally just for fun and the rest of their music is just as great. Yeah, but apparently the rest of it didn't matter, only Boys of Summer. Yeah, that band. Chris Rowe from the Ataris. But Yotam is well known for his band Useless ID, but not only that, and also for his amazing acoustic work as well, which is exactly what we will be taking a listen to today and a little bit of a closer look. So today specifically we'll be listening to a brand new album he just released and created, put out by Fat Records. For those who don't know, Fat Records is a major record company, record label, created by none other than Fat Mike himself from NoFX. Connected two Fats together? Yeah, that's how he got it. So this album is called Tommy and June, and we will be listening to his new song called Lonely Train. So I've never listened to the song yet, and I haven't done anything. So other than that, we're gonna jump right into this, take a listen, and then I'll see you guys right back while we're doing our little review. So, see you there.
This is a lonely train, it's taking me from you. All the seats are saved, none of them are used. A passenger walks by, another waves goodbye. It seems like I'll be stuck here for a while. This is a lonely train, the one that takes me home. Gilbert O'Sullivan, again in my earphones. The scenery is black, nighttime reappears. Been living in the twilight zone for years. Don't ever change, you'll be here soon. Italy is closer than the moon. The lonely train is waiting for you. When you arrive, I'll be here. This is a lonely train, it's taking me from you. None of the seats are saved, all of them are used. A passenger walks by, another waves goodbye. It seems like I'll be stuck here for a while. Is this a lonely train, or am I just losing you? I know it's a lonely pain. Looking out the window, there's no view.
Alright, so after taking a listen to his song here, once again, it is called Lonely Train. This song is phenomenal. And the only reason why I say that is because, one, I love Yotam's work. Two, his work is just fantastic. It reminds me of Tony Sly from No Use for a Name. And just Tony's acoustic work in general. I've always been a huge fan of that genre in general because, I mean, if you do a side-by-side comparison between Tony Sly, his acoustic work and No Use for a Name, and compare it with Yotam's work with Useless ID and his acoustic work, there's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of the same chord progression in a sense, but the same more along the lines of melody based. Vocal ranges are still approximately the same, to be honest. They kind of do meet. I do believe Tony's voice was a little bit definitely higher, if anything, but you know, it really depends on what kind of which of their songs you're actually really listening to, so that alone could kind of be skewed just a little bit. But this song in general reminded me so much of Tony Sly, and when he was still here creating music, which rest in peace, Tony. But you know, it does bring back a lot of really, really good childhood memories and everything, especially once it came to the music that I've come to know and love and that I was brought up with. So this really does have a very personal touch to it, specifically for me, a very more deeper personal connection for me as well. And this is what I've always known Yotam's work to be, specifically for his acoustic stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, he has a ton of acoustic work out there. This is just a brand new album that he went ahead and released with Fat Wreck. And, you know, before I even forget, Yotam, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to do this review for you, and specifically for this album of yours. I didn't even know it even came out yet. I've been really far behind. I am a very big fan of yours in general. I'm a very big fan of Useless ID. Been listening to you guys for as long as I could possibly remember. Because I remember my brother showing it to me for the very first time. And he's like, dude, you gotta check out this band. They're called Useless ID. They're from Haifa, Israel. And I was just like, oh my god, a Jewish punk band. This is amazing. Now, being Jewish myself, yeah, I kind of have I was just like, I gotta listen to this. I'm like, I wonder if he sings in Hebrew. And I'm like, that would be interesting. But not that I'm aware of, which is cool, but you know, it just completely blew me away, because that was the very first time I've actually ever heard a punk band from Israel, because I didn't know Israel actually had punk bands. And then, yeah, he showed me Yotam's work. He showed me Useless ID, and I got hooked immediately. His music was like the first one I listened to. The very first song, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Oh my god, this is gonna bother me, because I'm trying to remember the name of the album. I'm sure it'll come to me in just a second when I least expect it, really. I actually just looked it up on Spotify right now, to be honest, because it was bothering me. The album is called Redemption. It was released in 2004. The very first song I've ever listened to from that album was Turn Up the Stereo. Then after that, it was Kiss Me, Kill Me, It's Alright, Pink Stars and Magazines, and then I literally just went through the entire album and fell in love. Then after that one, I think I listened to Symptoms, I listened to The Lost Broken Bones, and then I know I didn't listen to that for a little bit. It's been a couple of years because I completely forgot what the name was when I was actually in high school. I could not remember it. I actually used to listen to it when I was a little bit younger, and I remember I was trying so hard to what is the name, and I just completely forgot. And then one day, as I was doing some spring cleaning, I came across my brother's Useless ID CD. It brought everything back, all the best memories ever. So I know I went on a little story rant there, but it's how I got, started with listening to Yotam's work, and I am so beyond happy I have his music in my life. I really hope he continues doing this for literally until the end of time. He is just a phenomenal musician, and lyric-wise, I think he's just fantastic as well. Yes, I'm kind of fangirling over it, but you know what? He's one of my all-time favorite artists, so you know what? it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It makes me happy, and I really hope it makes you guys happy too if you've never listened to it before, or if you do share the same connection with me and do love punk music and love acoustic music and just love everything about it. And also if you're a really huge fan of No Use for a Name style music too, which is this. But overall, I think broken down for review wise, and I generally don't like giving things a score, but I think I'm going to do that because I think that's what people are actually going to be expecting. Since I'm trying to figure out what, on the top of my head, what we're, not stars, I don't want stars, let's do like the megaphone like logo, right, for like sound, like we have on our computer. Yeah, because that's clever. Honestly, if I had to break it down, I would say music, chord progression, and all, and kind of go along the lines with like the melody and catchiness. I would give it an 8. It is basic, but basic isn't bad because it allows you more creative freedom for lyrics, a little bit more to mess around with the melody for the lyrics, which is something I do as well. The only reason why I would give it an 8 is because there's something slightly missing from it. I'm not exactly sure how to pinpoint it. There's either there was no true like tiny little hook in the song that normally just what I personally look for in a song, even for acoustic music in general. It's really hard to explain. It's something you just hear and it just grabs you immediately, and then you're just like, oh, that's gonna be stuck in my head. That wasn't there for this song alone. Doesn't mean it's not a fantastic song, because by all means it is. That's just for the chords. Chords are basic, it's okay. An 8 out of 10 megaphones is really good, man. That's good. I would give that's a good rating. Other than that, I think lyrics overall, I love the storytelling format and writing style. It's a little bit more poetic too, which hits me on a very personal level as well, since that's how I write, and I don't know how to describe it, just everything that's going on in your mind through all emotions, through all memories and everything. I personally believe it's like one of the best ways to truly reflect those, and the best way to do it, in my opinion, is always through music. Once again, which is Yotam is very well known for. He just delivers very powerful messages that a lot of people can really connect one way or another. I personally feel like his songs are, some of them do have like very, specific meanings and everything like that. But a lot of them he tries to create, from my understanding, is something where you can personally kind of reflect based upon how do you think it's like written, or like, this is a story that pops up in my head when I listen to this song. So overall, for lyrics and everything, I'd give that a big ol' 9.5. Because, giving something a 10 is, it's not very easy. It's not as simple as just, yeah, I give you a 10, here, 10 megaphones. No, it doesn't work that way. I don't think I've ever found a true song that I would actually really give a 10 out of 10. But yet again, that's only from me. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some songs I will listen to non-stop over and over and over again, I'll never get sick of. But I don't think they're a 10. Only because I tend to be very picky on certain things, and I was just like, oh, I wanted them to do this. But I know that's not what they were going for. So, once again, biased decisions, biased thoughts lead to biased ratings and reviews. Kind of like Rotten Tomatoes. I could go on forever with these ratings, but if I really had to break everything down, I would give this song alone a solid 9. It deserves all the love and respect and attention that just listen to it. You guys were listening to it with me when we were playing it, right? Like just before. You remember the sweet tunes? It's almost like I was doing a review on this song or something. Yeah, guys, please, please, please check out Yotam's work. Check out Useless ID. Check out Fat Records. Check out his brand new album, Tommy and June. Continue listening. Continue tuning in. Until next episode, thank you guys so much for watching. Sounding off.